back on the Morning Brew, and we have more theater to tell you about. We are really blessed to have a lot of great live theater in our community, and we love featuring it here on the show. Aaron Muffaletto, I'm Larry Aarons. The Morning Brew continues now, and with us on the set is Charles Fisher. Charles is in the Vortex production of Jerusalem. Welcome, Charles.
Thank you for having me.
I love your biography, the notes about you, about all the plays that you've appeared in, and at the end you say, and on the side you're an Albuquerque trial lawyer.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Absolutely.
Well, you got to pay the bills, right?
I do have to pay the bills. But it also, I mean, there's not that much difference between being a trial lawyer and being an actor.
I was just going to say, it is. It's a lot of acting when you go to court.
Absolutely.
So,
You're pretty good in the courtroom.
I've seen a lot of attorneys do the acting as well.
I got back into theater in Albuquerque as a result of a legal aid society benefit, where I was on stage with judges and lawyers, and they became my closest friends in Albuquerque.
Wow.
Well, let's find out a little bit about this new production, Jerusalem. And you're the lead in this, right?
I am. This character, Johnny Rooster Byron, is really a modern-day Falstaff, or Tony Soprano, or Billy the Kid, or Walter White, only he's in the retail rather than manufacturing side so far as drugs are concerned.
Oh.
He is a Romany gypsy, so he is naturally an outsider. And he has been squatting in these woods for the last 27 years without paying any rent. And as a result, the new estate that has just been built next to him are trying to get him evicted, because he, of course, has wild parties there. And all these young folk come there, gravitate to him for his drink and drugs and the refuge that he offers. So it's a play that captures a character who is not really a hero, but who is also a figure of defiance in the face of conformity. So there have been parallels made to Hair, but it's more than that. And the interesting thing about this play, and why I think this play plays well in New Mexico, is we have a slightly outlaw spirit to New Mexico, sort of renegade quality, and it is also a play that has not only that defiance in the face of authority, but also has some magical realism thrown in as well, because it's set in Wiltshire, and Wiltshire is the county in England that has Stonehenge, the Avebury Stones, Silsbury.
There's a lot of small towns there, very rural.
Lots of small towns, very rural, but also this ancient prehistory of places like Stonehenge, and what does Stonehenge actually stand for? So there's a mystery part as well, and I won't give away what happens, but he has his gypsy heritage is very much something that he draws upon to maybe either be in denial that he is going to be able to transcend what he's facing, or actually maybe there is something there and he might be able to pull it off and fashion some incredible escape.
Oh, so would you call this a drama, a comedy?
I would say the critics described it as a frame-busting play, and that's because I don't think you can pigeonhole it. It is very funny. It has some strong language in it, and of course, themes of drugs don't necessarily. This is not a PG play. But by the same token, it's funny, and then it's very moving. There are intimate relationships between him and his 8-year-old son and his ex-wife, and other friends who come to try and bring some reality into his life. And then there are moments where it turns into moments of threatened or actual violence, and so
Wow.
it just can't be pigeonholed.
He's a complicated, flawed, but likable guy.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Interesting. Quickly, Charles, why is it called Jerusalem if it's set in England?
It's called Jerusalem, named after William Blake's poem Jerusalem,
I see.
and which was then turned into a hymn, which has become a sort of informal English national anthem as opposed to
I see.
God Save the Queen, which is of course Great Britain's national anthem. And Jerusalem, we think. Blake was himself objecting to the encroaching industrial revolution. So he was summoning up a sense of if Jesus had walked on England's green hills, he would have wanted to preserve the traditions of England. And that's really what this is about. It's this strange rebel who is actually looking after English traditions.
February 7th through March 2nd. It's called Jerusalem at the Vortex Theatre, great theater over there, and he's the man. Charles Fisher, great to meet you, Charles.
Yeah,
Well, thank
Really
you
have
too. And
wonderful
I just
having-
want to also say that this cast is fantastic. So
bet it is.
It is a uniformly great production.
Check it out.
All right, this segment also brought to you by Albuquerque Theater Guild, abqtheater.org if you want to find out more. Great to meet you, Charles.
Yeah.
Aaron and I will be back in just